Hello everyone, Pulse here, and welcome to another episode of Pulse Impressions. Now in today's episode, we're going to take a look at another indie game that is on the Steam Greenlight, and this one is called Shin Samurai Jazz. Now I'll go ahead and start this up because it's a little bit awkward in the silence of it all, but this is a adventure side-scrolly puzzle platformer with some weird kind of combat. You'll see it's a little bit floaty, but from what they said, it's intentionally that way. They said it's to mimic like old school Asian fighting, but you guys will see what I mean by that. It's actually quite a lot of fun, despite its like old style here. Now, as you can see, it's got this it kind of reminds me of like a comic book almost, but not quite, like a very old school comic book, or just like the really old RPGs almost. And you can see there's actually quite a bit of story going on. They're talking about places being haunted, and the daimyo, which I assume is like the gangs and stuff. You'll see plenty of that in here, and everyone's got swords because this is old school. Like I said, there's no craziness with guns. Yeah, just some basic platforming stuff. I'll show you guys what's coming up in a little bit with the combat. No, in fact, it's right here. We just have to fight off some stuff. There's like a weird snake lady thing over there. It's all very crazy. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Which kind of makes me remember to tell you, this is actually quite a hard game in terms of like the health you're allowed. You die very quickly in this. You can't actually just bum rush it. Like, it's not that kind of game. Come on, die, you snake-headed bitch. There we go. Are you dead? No, she's dead. Okay. Now, here's the combat thing. I mean, as you can probably hear, as I spam the button in the air, it slows you down, and they say it in the description for this game that is supposed to mimic, like, if you had strings to hold you up in the old school Chinese and Asian fighting movies and that sort of stuff, where they have the old school, like what they would normally use to produce a play, and have the strings on your back to fling you through the air and do all the flips and stuff. This is supposed to kind of mimic that. I'm not sure if that's successful, but it is actually quite fun, and it has an element of kind of strategy to it, because it doesn't actually line up quite the way you would expect. It's not easy in the way that you can just like slash from here and it automatically hit everything that's kind of close to you. I'm sure you'll see here in a little bit that as I go through, I may be hovering in the air, but because I spam too quickly or something, or I'm not really lining up my blade, I'll actually miss. It doesn't make it easy on you. Oh Jesus, die, you bitch. See right here, I'm like cutting over his head, whereas normally I mean, maybe not, I don't know, I don't play enough of these games, I suppose, but I was always under the impression that, I mean, you jump up and you just sort of get the jump on. I'm like, this is not Mark of the Ninja, that is for sure. If you watch me play that game, everything kind of just hit all the time. I just died, got my ass kicked. Die, you whore. Man whore, and your pimp hat and your samurai sword. Get the jump on this guy. Die. Now, fighting single opponents is fine, but you'll see a little bit later there are some spots where it's just ridiculous. Now, I haven't really mentioned it, but you can go, like, you push up and down on the WASD to go in and out of buildings and stuff. You can go in some of them. In fact, I think I can actually go in this mart. Yes, I can. There's just a marketplace here. There's not really too much going on in here, but let's see. Is this a save point? Indeed. I will go ahead and hit 1 to save. Yay. Alright. Now, if I log out of the game, I can pick up where I left off. But there is some respawning going on in this game. It's not saving the individual encounters. But that's very old school, to be honest. God damn, I suck at this game. Die. Oh god, I didn't kill him. Die. They have longer swords than me, I swear. I don't know what that dinging is for, unless there's like a critical hit system in play I'm not sure about. Now I want to go in this warehouse. Okay, they've locked up. Let me get the key. That's in my apartment, and the apartment complex is sort of, well, shitty is what they would say. But let's go. Oh, can I go? Yeah, there's another mark there. I don't need to save again. Let's see. Now, the one thing I do like about this game is it's very, very basic in the way that it delivers the information about the world. Like, I just stumbled on that guy. It wasn't very apparent when I came to here first time that I needed to actually talk to him. It's not always apparent that you can actually talk to everybody. I mean, you can interact with quite a lot of people, surprisingly, and they give you different like conversations and all kinds of stuff. It's actually very well done, I have to admit. It's very surprising to see this much interaction in this kind of game. Now here's the apartment building. I've got a floating broad who's flinging kisses of death. That's lovely. Okay, let's go here. Now here's some of the platforming. I actually think the platforming bits are really fun. Integrated with the sense of like floaty combat is really cool. I've gotten into some situations where it just was all over the place, jumping and cutting and all kinds of cool stuff. Very cool. I actually think in that respect it kind of accomplishes that idea of being like an old school, I guess, performer on the stage of like a Asian style fight movie where you're fighting through the crazy demons and the samurai mob and the yakuza and all this crazy shit. It's actually a lot of fun. And we've got like puzzly bits like this, which is spikes and all kinds of stuff. If I wasn't awful, I could show you that. Okay, oh, and then the spawns. Now, I do hope that this like basic story they've given us at the beginning of the game wasn't just like shit, to be honest, to like barely justify what we're doing. I don't think that's the case. I actually think there's probably a story here somewhere. It has a very old school sense in the way that it wants to deliver that story. So I'm actually having a lot of fun with this. And I'm really hopeful for what the story could be. I mean, obviously the story is probably not the most important part to the game developers here. It's more about the platforming elements and just the challenge, which I think this game actually, depending on how they scale it up through the later bits of the game, could be quite challenging and could even appeal to maybe those people who really like the kind of masochistic style of hurting themselves, and then when they get that challenge completed, they really just feel accomplishment. There's some people that like that, and to an extent I really love that challenge as well. Not so much to the like masochistic state, but I do enjoy a good challenge, that is for sure. In this game, maybe not challenging right now. It definitely seems like they could add in a lot more challenging. I mean, these jumpy, puzzly bits are pretty fun, actually. I'm awful. I got distracted by Einstein. Elvis Einstein. I cannot believe I was just about to say that. Fucking hell. Okay. What is this? Right. And that unlocks the door. And as I kind of mentioned earlier, it's not very apparent that you even need to hit switches to get indoors and stuff. It's just like figure it out for yourself. And again, that's very, very old school, which meets the aesthetic of this game. And just everything about it is very old school. I like the way that they do the kind of different sized areas when they're walking through the different portions of the city and different rooms and stuff. I think that's actually really cool. I'm sure there's lots of indie games that have done this, but I haven't personally played very many that have. Oh, see, getting all kinds of races. Jump. Ooh, get away from me, you crazy. No, you crazy ghost lady. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you can see when I'm like trying to hit that. Just because I am like within their vicinity doesn't always mean I hit. I have to actually time my attacks to their hitbox and whatnot. It's a little bit weird to get used to for sure, but I think it's actually a lot of fun to take a more strategic approach to fighting. I mean, these guys have a slightly longer reach than I do with their swords, so I have to be quicker, but I have the mobility, obviously. Plus I have this very badass hat. Okay, now I've come out of the apartment. Let's go into the warehouse here. Oh, Christ. Okay. Now, I haven't done these bits, so if I fail awfully, you'll know why. Let's see here. I suppose let's talk about the music. I think it's okay. It's, again, very old school. It's not it's not amazing. I've played some indie games with absolutely amazing music, and I mean, I guess this is good. It fits the theme, so they get a thumbs up for the music department, I feel. Oh, Jesus, this is gonna be a tough bit. Now, see right there, I've come to realize that I can utilize this like jump slash. That cuts like my vulnerability. It makes it so that I'm not vulnerable anymore sometimes. At least in certain cases, I found like sometimes the range attacks will just miss you if you're like slashing at just the right time because your character kind of phases out. Like right here, I'm just invincible for the moment. Yeah, that kind of stuff is very cool. I don't know if that's intentional, but that's actually a pretty cool feature, I think. You're just like moving so quick they can't hit you. Die. Now, I do hope actually that there's more elements of combat in this because I'm enjoying it, but I'm not sure what kind of game I'm actually getting here, to be honest. Am I getting just a platformer and this is all the combat I'm going to get? If so, maybe it's a little bit lackluster, but in its current demo state, which is probably far out from release, I would imagine, it's actually a lot of fun, and I would love to see some maybe tools come into play, like maybe you'll get a longer sword, or the ability to do a different kind of slash motion when in the air. Maybe there's a lot of possibilities here, but so far I'm really enjoying it, and there's not really too much to say about the game. I mean, it really speaks for itself, which is again very, very classic game style in my opinion. I mean, if you figure the game out for yourself and you know what's going to happen after experiencing it, you've got a good grasp on the game. I would actually suggest people give this guy a try. It's a lot of fun, and I played a lot of indie games on Steam Greenlight that have been really awful, and I actually think this is a ton of fun. It's definitely different. I haven't played a game like this for a long while, admittedly. Oh god, I'm gonna die horribly. This part is gonna kick my arse. There we go. Aha, I did it. I have not failed. I say as I realize I can't go through this exit. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's go a little bit further. Because I am enjoying this thoroughly, I must admit. I am in a pickle here because I can't jump around the area so much. Okay, see that time I wasn't able to avoid the fireballs, even though I was slashing. So it's not something that you can reliably do. Oh my lord, some ridiculous frame rate drop. That was very odd. But again, this is pre-release stuff, and this is kind of common, honestly, in an unoptimized pre-release demo build or something. Jesus, man, where the hell do I go from here? Okay, there we go. Come on, I can do it. Button, no! Come on. So, I'm getting frantic. Jump off the wall, that was awesome. I feel like a badass. Alright. Oh, don't die, please. Now I just need to do this little bit one more time. And then we'll be golden. Alright, let's see what else there is. Oh, that doesn't unlock the door either. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, the spikes are gonna kill me. I know it. I need that key. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I am absolutely stupid. I see the key right in front of me. The button opened this up. I already knew that because I walked right by here like an idiot. Oh crap. I thought one of them was dead. Alright, die. Die! You snake lady person demon thing. Oh, sheet. Let me get through this door. I might call the video there. I mean, I'm having a lot of fun with it, but I just don't see the... Oh, you bastard. Don't reset the room, please. No! Oh, see, it's so unforgiving, and it's pretty tough. Let me try and give it one more quick go, because I do want to see what happens after this, like, at the top of this warehouse area, if at all possible. Die. Cut them down. Oh, what the hell? I got my fingers on the wrong buttons like guitar. Okay, you know what, guys? I'm actually gonna call it there. This is, what is this? Shin Samurai Jazz. It's pretty awesome, I have to say. It's very old school kind of feel going on with it, but the idea is that you're playing kind of in this old school Asian movie is kind of the idea. So you're floaty in the combat, and it's a little bit wonky, but it's actually a lot of fun, and the platforming is pretty damn good. So yeah, this has been Shin Samurai Jazz. This is my pulse impressions, and so far, big thumbs up for me. Of all the games I played, this is definitely up there in the top of games I feel is actually worth being on Steam Greenlight and actually getting the greenlit from the community. So I would definitely give it a thumbs up for me. And yeah, that'll do it for me, guys. This has been Pulse doing my Pulse impressions of Shin Samurai Jazz. Thanks so much for watching. Go check it out for yourself, and I will see you on the next one.